COA is the St. Joseph County Commission on Aging. We're a department of St. Joseph County government, and we provide services to seniors to keep them independent.
We provide in-home service, which includes Meals on Wheels. It also includes homemaking, personal care.
The job I have is delivering meals to people that can't get out to the grocery stores, inbound people, and that seems to be quite a few, and there's more out there than people realize.
The purpose behind our programs and services is to keep them independent and living in the setting they prefer. And it also helps reduce some of the burden, healthcare cost burden, by keeping them there at a lower cost to the taxpayers in general.
We also have an activities program here for people who come into our centers, and we have 2 that operate in the county every day, Monday through Friday. We have 2 more that operate on Fridays also. And it can be anything, a lot of exercise, there's a lot of card playing, bridge, there's pool, there's a lot of different things that go on just to keep people engaged.
We figure there's about 12,000 people 60 and over that live in St. Joseph County that could qualify to be a member of the COA. We figure we're in touch, or we have about 4,000 of them are like registered members. 4,000 of the 12,000 are registered members of the COA, so they're involved with us in some way. Either they attend an activity at the senior centers, or they participate with Meals on Wheels or our restaurant program or something like that.
Meals on Wheels make sure that people who are isolated or homebound, essentially homebound, doesn't mean they can never leave their house. It means that they have a harder time getting out of their home than what you or I would. And we make sure that they get at least 1 hot meal a day. Usually they get a hot and a cold one for the evening. We also have the ability to do breakfast for them if they need to.
Oftentimes people can't, either they can't prepare their own food, or they just don't know how to, or they can't leave the home for whatever reason, physically or don't have the means to. So a program like Meals on Wheels takes food to them just to make sure that they stay healthy, and again staying in the community and in the setting that they prefer.
It's more than just going to the door and knocking on the door. It's more than throwing a meal in a guy's refrigerator. We're asked to, and we do, make sure the person is all right. One of the main things is making sure they're there, making sure they're up and all right. Some people that we deliver to, they only see Meals on Wheels guys. Families are elsewhere, or the families are gone, or they're the last ones.
We serve approximately 400 meals a day, 5 days a week. And it is quite broad in that we want to make sure that everyone that we serve is well in their homes.
The pandemic really has had a huge impact, obviously, on what we've done recently. We've suspended most of our services that we provide in the home, but essential services we're continuing, such as Meals on Wheels, and we're also providing personal care to people.
We have to be aware of who we're serving, the most vulnerable in our society, so we try very hard to keep our distance but still check on them. We have taken our deliveries, instead of 5 days a week, it is 1 day a week, and we make sure that they get 7 meals in a bag for the week. If they require 2 meals a day, then they would get 14. And then they get their milk and their bread and their fruit for that time period also.
When you leave that home after delivering meals and you've given them a smile, that just lights up everybody's world. And they don't get a chance to do that very often. In a 24-hour day, like I said earlier, you might be the only person that comes in to see them. And that's very fulfilling.